Hello once again, my students. Today's lesson will be about Chop. As usual, my apprentice will take it from here.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Albert. Spin is the third cheapest fruit in the game at 30k belly. The first thing to know about Chop's moves is that its range is even worse than Kilo, however. This makes Chop even more of a close-range fruit than Kilo. This means this fruit on its own can't really do well unless you apply to hybrid builds to make up for its shortcomings. It also features a flight, but it's quite slow and it's rather ineffective at travel. This can slap in PvP thanks to its sword immunity. Being immune to sword and skills can completely ruin and shut down the combos of another player, especially if they are a sword main. Another thing is that its X and C moves are rather good at stunning opponents, which gives this fruit good combo potential in PvP as well. On top of that, you can run this in your build just for the passive sword immunity if you're a sword or gun main. Unlike the last two fruits we have reviewed, this has some application in PvE. Thanks to it being immune to sword NPCs, it allows one to farm sword NPCs with this. This is a decent early game option for grinding if you don't have a Logia, but you will want to replace it fast. Luckily, the damage on this fruit is solid. Tackle and dance deal okay damage, but party can pack a decent punch. In PvP, you can rely on this to deal a respectable amount. 30,000 belly for a fruit that can shut down sword mains and combos that use swords is really massive on top of it, being a fruit that has great combo potential and decent damage.
Now that my student is finished with his assessment, let's score this fruit. For damage, Chop gets a C. It deals rather decent damage, thanks to its third move being a lot higher than its other two. For PvP, Chop gets a B. Its moves may not be the best, but they are good enough to work in combos. This fruit also works wonders in PvP, as most players will use swords as part of combos. For PvE, Chop gets a D. Its sword immunity gives it some use against NPCs, however, this is only if they are using sword, so this is much inferior to a Logia. For price, it gets an S. This fruit offers so much for PvP, and for its price it can work as a very early game Logia placeholder. I'd say it's more worthy than even Kilo and Spin for their price. Its total grade is a B+. Bring this into PvP and you will find yourself surprised by Chop's combo potential, on top of its amazing ability to shut down combos completely. Anyway, that is all. I'm gonna go bounty hunt Venom users. With this, I'm sure Crew would really love that, considering he can't stand the dang thing. You know you're gonna have to review Venom at some point, right?
I'm not reviewing it, Albert. When the time comes, you do it.